Hey guys, it's Ox here and welcome back to my channel. We are finally back with a new Switch review from Velocifre Tech, and this is actually my first time reviewing a Switches from them. And we also have a new JWK Switch, and it's been a while since I reviewed one, and today let's all take a look and listen at the new Zi Yuan Linear Switch. By the way, a quick disclaimer before the video starts that the switches was sent by Velocifre Tech for a review, but I wasn't paid to make the video and they just sent me the switches for me to review openly. And of course, I'll give you guys my honest and unbiased opinion about the switches, so I'll place Velocifre's link down below for more details. Let's take a look at the switches. So the name of the switches Zi Yuan were inspired, or Yuan were inspired. I'm really bothered by that, so I probably butchered the name, but these were inspired by a type of iris that matches the color of the switches, and that's about it. So this is a 5-pin linear switch, and it's also using nylon for both top and bottom housing, and it's using P3 on the stem, which is they actually said that these are an exclusive JWK material, and it also comes in with the sweet RGB diffuser. Now the springs are 18mm, and Velocifre Tech is claiming that the materials on these is made from purely imported stainless steel wire from Korea. So more on that later. And the actuation is 42 gram with a 55 gram bottom out force. 42 gram actuation, 55 gram bottom out. Switch just comes in unlubed, which is rare to see nowadays, and 20 pieces will cost around $19. 70 pieces is at $39. So in today's video, we're gonna do the usual, a stock versus lube comparison, and we're also gonna do some quick sound comparison with other linear switch. Now for the Soundtest, we'll of course be using the one and only Vega65, and I'll put my configurations on the board down below. Now also, speaking of the Soundtest, please do keep in mind that every sound, or the sound and experience, will always vary depending on how your keyboard is built. So meaning to say, it will sound and you will feel it differently depending on your board. So with all of that out of the way, please do enjoy the sound test on the Zi Yuan Linear Switch. And that was the sound test on the Zi Yuan switches. Please do let me know on what you think about them on the comment section down below, and let's have some quick discussions. If you also made it up to this point of the video, I'd like to say thank you for staying, and now let's talk about my thoughts and opinion about the Switch. First, let's talk about my thoughts on the feel. Now, out of the box, since it has no pre-factory lube as mentioned earlier, it felt a bit plasticky and has that raw typing feel in my opinion out of the box. You can really feel a bit of the leaf and spring crunch. Now I do suggest lubing them on the rails or on the springs of the switches if you find the out of the box experience lacking in terms of the smoothness. Now I just don't know if this was me having bad batches of the switches, so do let me know how was your experience out of the box. Now of course, once lubed, it felt so much better and less harsh in terms of the leaf crunch when typing. And speaking of the typing feel wise, it has that light linear feel with a 42 gram bottom out, 42 gram actuation force, though it has a 55 gram bottom out. Now I don't really like light actuation force, but I do love the bottom out force here as I can really feel it and it feels solid whenever I do bottom out. Now let's move on to my thoughts on the sound. Sound-wise, unlubed or out of the box, it has the sharp and thin sound for a linear switch. Like the sound is just a bit all over the place. But of course, once lubed, it sounded really crisp for a linear switch. Actually, this is a typical for a JWK switch. It sounded more subtle, of course. And first, the sound profile wise, the clack. It has a clack and has that rich deepness tone to it. So same as the feel, I do and highly recommend lubing the switches as this really brings up the sound profile more on your board. So overall, I would say that this is a classic and typical JWK switch where you really need to lube them to really see the potential and of course for it to sound and feel better. And honestly, I actually like that in a way that we got so used to pre-factory lubes. And some of us really don't need to lube switches at all, and I'm all for that. But I do miss the days where we just sit down, lube our switches, and having that excited feeling, asking yourself, will it sound better and feel better since I lubed them? And that excitement when mounting the lube switches on your custom board. So yeah, if you want to try them out, this is a good JWK switch, but nothing too special if I'm being honest. So if ever you are curious, just get one pack first to try them out, and you can go from there. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review and I hope you find it helpful. If you do, please don't forget to like the video and comment what you think about the switches. Now I do have more switch review coming up and more keyboard reviews, so please stay tuned. Again, please don't forget to like the video, share if you want, and of course, subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys on the next Soundtest. Peace.